Picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background to look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Brett Anderson gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Center fielder number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout and reined in, one away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, how did they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Joey Votto comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first 2 games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Oh, and he botches it. On the ground to the left side. Scooped up. Utley for 1. Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Anthony DeSclafani gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Jock Peterson comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, I think it's going to be really important to understand the pitcher that they're facing and make the adjustments as the game goes along. If this guy's in the zone, then be aggressive. Go up there hacking. But if he's trying to be effectively wild within the strike zone, then you got to be a little more patient and work the count.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground to short. Cozart has it. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Yasiel Puig will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's Adrian now.
First baseman, Adrian.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 11 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. To first, taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Eugenio Suarez will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
Standing in now, Jesse Winger. Shoots this one to first. In there, a base hit.
Mets back-to-back hits now to start things out in their half of the second. They're in good shape to get on the board here and tie up the ball game.
Zach Cozart will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
And that's in there for strike 1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make them get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. The run scores from second. It's 1-1.
This team's got plenty of guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but 3 straight singles will do the job as well.
Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's popped up out towards short right field. And there to take it is Utley for route number 1. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just very smooth, Adrian Gonzalez, he comes to mind. Not the most athletic guy and may not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Kyle Waldrop stands in as he looks at a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, that pop-up really helped him out. He's coming back strong now.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And he doesn't want to give in here, even on a 1-2 count. Not with the base open and the pitcher on deck.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Anthony DeSclafani will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get 1 home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
Looking to minimize the damage here. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop 1 in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
And he misses with it 1-1.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
Lifted in the air out to right. Puig's got a read on it, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of the second, all tied at 1-1. Yasmani Grandal will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Yasmani Grandal.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there, 1-0. That's by him for strike 1. Chopped in front of home plate. Barnhart scoops it up, and he's set down 1 away.
Batting 6th, left fielder
Carl Crawford will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the .320 mark.
And how about that? He's got the 2nd best batting average on this ball club, so he's having a really nice year for them so far.
Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded by Kozar. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for him. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Howie Kendrick will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 1 home run and 7 driven in. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Billy Hamilton will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And another foul ball. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Hit to third. To his right, Seager. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Crawford will put this one away to retire the side. Reds are down in order. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Brett Anderson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Brett Anderson.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Line softly toward the hole. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Hit to first. Oh, diving stop by Votto. He's up with it. The throw. Safe.
Man, almost a great play.
Number 5.
Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with 1 away. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in safely. Here's Corey Seager. Runners off for second. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
I don't think this was really a hit and run, but it's going to work out nicely for him. He gets into second base and sees that this ball is going to be extra bases, so it's all downhill from there as he scores easily from first.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. This one's down to third. Suarez is there. The tag gets one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Dodgers get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. We played 3 full. 2-1 Los Angeles. Eugenio Suarez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Puig looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Stepping in, Jesse Winger. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Ready with the 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and we'll do it again on 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hit in the air to left, and this is taken in by Crawford now for out number 2.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Zach Kozar.
Into the box now, Zach Kozart. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Rocket to third, but pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They still trail it here 2-1. Adrian Gonzalez is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled to the right side. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Hit out towards second. Phillips is up with it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The left fielder, number 3, Carl Crawford.
Now to the plate, Carl Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Tries to dump this one out to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Yet another check on first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning.
Hello?
Leading off the inning, Tucker Barnhart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Now Anderson right back after it here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Grounded down the third baseline. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And taken in out there for the first out.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Kyle Waldrop is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Kendrick's got it on to first, and it's a fine start to the inning for Anderson. 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
Anthony DeSclafani is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either, but when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They're down 2-1. Howie Kendrick comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Howie Kendrick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Push to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Chase Utley.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Cozart a couple of steps to his left. He's got it. Throw to first, and Utley's retired. 2 gone.
Oh, pretty flashy with the leather right there. This is all the way over on the second base side of the bag. And if he decides to leave this one for the second baseman, forget about it. It's a base hit.
Into the box now, Brett Anderson. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning. And just like that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 2-1. Billy Hamilton will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Brandon Phillips will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a bullet down the line, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
In is Joey Votto now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Utley for 1. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. None left for Cincinnati. Our score remains 2-1. Jock Peterson will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Suarez is there for it. 1 out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Corey Seager steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Winger is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Hamilton going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Eugenio Suarez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Liner towards second. But Utley is in the right place at the right time. There's one gone.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base. And this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Into the box, Jesse Winger. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel 2-1 our score. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. Pedro Baez will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. Chopped foul right at home plate at strike one. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Slider, ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Ready on 1 and 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds lead 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Adrian Gonzalez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
High and deep to center field. Hamilton ranging back. Still going back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 302 career. And it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Pedro Villarreal will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 62, Pedro Villarreal. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 9, Jose Peraza. The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is there. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 3,
Carl Crawford digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And that is going to get down out there. Extra bases for Kendrick. Here comes Crawford around third. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And it's a 4-1 game. And they'll just tag him here for the out.
the second baseman, number 26.
Chase Utley will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And this is up and in, ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Reds 1. Leading off the inning, Kyle Waldrop, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
And he falls behind 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Jose Peraza is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 6.
4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Billy Hamilton will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now
And a new
pitching for
pitcher
the
set to
Dodgers,
come on now as they
number
turn things over to
56,
the finesse left-hander J.P.
Howell.
Howell. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. And he takes ball one. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
On the ground to third. Seager comes up with it. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Brandon Phillips will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner will get back standing. From the belt, kicks and deals. Snap throw from the catcher. Grounded to third. Reined in. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail it 4-1. Juan Cortez is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Juan Cortez.
A.J. Ellis is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Jock Peterson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
High and deep to straightaway right. Waldrop looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, and that home run might just earn their closer an extra day of rest right here. That makes this a 4-run game now, and with the top of the 9th looming, it would make that a non-save situation. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays out there in the bullpen at least until anybody gets on.
Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. A check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
That's the way you want to see guys respond after giving up a home run. You know, some guys, they go into a shell, they hang their heads. Some guys get a little gun shy, they start to nibble at the corners. This guy, he gets teed off, and he comes right after the next guy in the lineup. If I'm a pitching coach, that's what I want to see.
The short hit hard. Peraza has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Reds 1. Another nice evening here in LA as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Joe Blanton will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
Joe Blanton.
Joey Votto will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's through into left, and back-to-back singles have him in business to start the 9th.
Oh, we got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now. And hey, one more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate. And we've seen stranger things happen.
Jesse Winger will stand in now. And hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and a little Kentucky fastball that time by Blanton. It's strike 1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And this is on the ground for Utley. Could be 2. Kendrick on to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Tyler Polk will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Cincinnati, good night.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Brett Anderson. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 5-1. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is